Adam Cooper earlier on Twitter, and it kind of intrigued me. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali says that attractive races will be added to the already packed schedule, while Liberty boss Greg Maffei admits that the competition for a slot will put up hosting fees. This article for Adam says that according to Domenicali, F1 will in the next couple of years announce some new venues that could be very attractive. Now when I first saw this, I thought of one thing first off. What does an attractive F1 venue look like? And I don't just mean a venue that can cough up a lot of cash, because I mean, come on, we are king that cash is king in this sport, and F1 is a bit like, it's kind of like Tom Mullen for Still Game, in my opinion. At least. For those that don't understand the reference, just go watch Still Game. All 9 seasons are on Netflix. It's a brilliant show to watch, and quite frankly, one I really need to watch again, because it is brilliant. It is amazing. The Scots in the comment will back me up on this, surely. But tighters is what I mean. They don't like parting with more money than they hate it, and they love receiving money. But I suppose an attractive venue would be one that, first of all, like, kind of good location in terms of the track location for the ease of fans and personnel getting to the track, good pit and paddock facilities for the team members to work out of, and also good grandstands and good fan facilities for the people attending the races so they can have a great time when they're there, and overall just a track that can provide great races and great racing without having to rely on chaos of safety cars. You know, think more like COTA or Brazil or Austria or Silverstone, and less Baku, you know, because look, Baku's not that bad. However, the 2 most exciting races there were exciting because of carnage and chaos, i.e. 2017 and 2018. Thailand is name dropped in this article as a country that could host a race in the future, but where else could F1 realistically go to? Well, South Africa did get mentioned a couple of years ago, and I think it was close to going onto the calendar, but then that fell through. Could that maybe become an option again, or return to South Africa, to Kyalami? Very possibly, I think. Of course, there's a new venue in Saudi Arabia that was announced a couple months back, Qiddiya. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is probably going to be moving to, it seems like. The Japanese Grand Prix could potentially move to Osaka, or Osaka could join the calendar, because of course there were those rumors, again, a couple months ago, that Osaka was interested in getting Formula 1 there, but quite frankly, I have not heard anything about that since I heard those first rumors, and since then the Japanese Grand Prix did get extended to Suzuka, because as soon as it got extended sometime in the last couple of months, and we know that Madrid is coming onto the calendar in 2026, replacing Barcelona, which will drop off the calendar unless they decide to end up in the future sharing the Spanish Grand Prix, and then the Spanish Grand Prix goes between the two. Who knows? I don't think a 4th race in the US will happen, despite those rumors again a couple months back about like the Chicago Grand Prix being trademarked and the Grand Prix of Chicago. I don't think F1's going to be racing in Chicago, but this is just my opinion. Turkey could come back, but you know, we're kind of talking new venues, new attractive venues coming to the calendar. That's not new. Again, Sepang would be lovely to see that come back, but that's not new. Hockenheim is in the same boat. You know, but here's an interesting one that I found in my research. Colombia. So Domenicali reportedly visited the country. He visited Barranquilla. Sorry if I mispronounced that. He visited there back in 2022. And Juan Pablo Montoya spoke about this last year, and he apparently said that the Deal to Hair Grand Prix in Colombia was 95% done before F1 then decided to add Madrid to the calendar instead. You know, F1 could return to India, or they could return to South Korea. You know, it'll probably be different venues, I'd imagine, but who knows what would go on there. But I mean, possibilities, you know, F1 would be much bigger in India now than it was 10 years ago. Same with South Korea. If there's any Indians or Koreans that happen to be watching this, would you like to see F1 return to your country? And if so, where? Like, do you have any suggestions of tracks that F1 could go to in those countries, maybe returning to the Bud International Circuit in India, Korea? I don't know the state of the Korea International Circuit, was it called? All this talk of more venues coming onto the calendar does bring up the fact that F1 already has 24 races on the calendar and does not need to expand anymore. Frankly, I think 24 is too many. To me, about 20 is the sweet spot. It has been said by Liberty Media's CEO that they don't anticipate growing the calendar on any more than 24 races right now, which is good, but then that means that to add more races, more venues onto the calendar, old venues are gonna have to drop off, you know? I remember seeing reports that Zandvoort and Spa could in the future like share the same calendar spot and just rotate year in, year out. They could swap. each year. They would probably be the guinea pigs for that, see how it goes. I think that could work quite well. In my opinion, Miami and COTA could rotate. You know, some people might say, no, COTA should be every year. It's a great track. It is. Miami is also proving to be a track that I think a lot of us judged a bit too soon, because that track is actually proving to be quite good and being able to produce some quite good races. So, you know, those two could swap year in, year out. People would probably throw Vegas into there as well. Personally, I'm not going to, and I'm going to leave it where it is because I'm biased, because I like street tracks and night races, and that's both. But in terms of all this is what Domenicali said in terms of the new attractive races and all that coming onto the calendar. In the course of the last few years, because of the strong demand for our product, and because of the standard we're asking to work with our promoters, we've seen everything go up in terms of quality, of demand, of course, economical input for both the promoters and our side. And the strong demand we're receiving just shows really the strategy is right. Now, the point is to keep the balance between different countries that are requesting different Grand Prix. Race promotion before COVID, everyone was worried about the fact in terms of revenue stream. This could have been a very flat line. And actually, the fact that we have a lot of demand, of course, is pushing up also the possibility of maximizing in the best way we can the race promotion fees. But it has to be connected to our strategic development in different markets. So everything is progressing very, very well. And I would say in the next couple of years, I'm expecting to see, and we're expecting to announce, also some new venues that could be very attractive to grow the business of F1. We'll have to see how all this just kind of goes, what races end up getting announced in the next couple of years. And in other news, huge congratulations to Freddie Rasmussen for finally winning the F1 Esports World Championship, or F1 Sim Racing, call it whatever you know the series I'm talking about. The esports version of Formula 1. Finally, he's done it. He is finally, he is the bride and not the bridesmaid. And massive congratulations also to Ferrari for taking the Constructors' Championship. Barry and Nico, they've been working together great all season. This last event, Event 3, they were brilliant. I mean, they took 2 1-2s in a row, which is absolutely ludicrous. And I'm going to be honest, as a Ferrari fan, that was very, very lovely to see. But congratulations to the team on that. And on Ferrari, Xavi Marcos, who has been Charles Leclerc's race engineer since he joined Ferrari in 2019, or started driving for them in 2019, he will not be his race engineer anymore. I did not see that move coming, and I will be honest, I am kind of gonna miss hearing Xavi on the radio. He's been a key part of the success that Leclerc's had since he joined Ferrari. I mean, 5 wins, 33 podiums, or was it 23? No, it's 33 podiums, 23 poles. That's the numbers. They've had there's been a moderate amount of success together. And on that, I say thank you for everything to Xavi. As I just said, you know, he's been a big part of all the success Charles has had. And as Charles said, he said on Instagram, because Charles did make a post about this, thank you for everything, Xavi. So many years working together. My first pole, my first win, as well as my first year in Ferrari was alongside you, and you always got the better out of me by pushing so hard no matter the situation we were in. Thank you for everything. Good luck for your new adventures in the future. But at least now, maybe the guy can get a break from all the crap that gets thrown his way on Twitter, which quite frankly, I do not understand. Like, I never understood what F1 Twitter has had against Xavi. Because, I mean, yeah, there's areas where, yeah, he could have been better. There's times when the communication between driver and engineer was a bit botched toward it one way, but really he wasn't that bad. But Xavi is moving on to the development of other important company programs, and it's going to be Brian Bozzi, who's been Leclerc's performance engineer thus far, taking over as his new race engineer as of the next race in Imola. I do wonder what led to this change happening now. Why do it during the season? Because, I mean, as I said, that's been the driver engineer combo since 2019. It's over 5 and a bit seasons they were working together. It's quite a while. You know, it's quite a sizable thing to be getting a new race engineer after that amount of time. And for it to be during the season, that is quite a big change. Why not do it before the season starts, or just wait till the end of the season? I don't know. But regardless, all the best to both Xavi and Brian in their respective new roles. And to everyone saying, oh, we're no longer checking, we are checking is over, watch Brian say, we are checking in Imola. In fact, I'm expecting him to say it. Because that phrase, we are checking, that's not a Xavi thing. That's a Ferrari thing, because Adami says it as well. And what the hell else do you want the race engineer to say to the driver when the team are checking something for the driver? But what's your thoughts on all of this. What do you think is the ideal calendar length? Like, how many races do you think there should be in a year? And also, like, what venues do you think F1 should race at that they don't? New venues or old venues returning? You know, what countries that F1 hasn't been to do you think could be good to see F1 go to in the future? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.